First of all, Bill, what do we know about how many people are being held by Iran, if they're being held, and what's proposed to be done with them?
Largely what we know, Vonnie, is what we've heard from the Iranian side, which there are 17 people they are accusing of being linked to some sort of a CIA spy ring, and that they've all been scheduled for capital punishment. The U.S. is, of course, denying it and will never really admit to any sort of espionage activities, so we're not going to have a lot from this side on that. But it is the latest sign after a very tense end of the week last week that things are not easing. Tensions continue to rise. Theresa May and her national security team meeting this morning in what is effectively her last 48 hours as prime minister.
Bill, how does the UK, you bring up Theresa May, how does the UK de-escalate this situation? The UK is talking about it. How does it actually happen?
You know, I guess there's a few different scenarios you could look at. One of the things that we did notice was when the Iranians took this ship on Friday, I believe, it was the same day that the British authorities said that this cargo ship that had Iranian oil that it seized near Gibraltar earlier in the month, that they were going to hold on to it, I think, for another 30 days. So there's always a chance that perhaps British authorities decide to either release that ship and let it continue on, or take the oil off of it and let the ship go. There are a few things like that it could do. On the other hand, we're looking at the possibility that Britain escalates in some sort of a way by either tacking on some kind of economic sanctions onto Iran, looking for properties it could at least temporarily seize. So it's hard to know which way this will go. The situation, though, with the Spies and the tanker on Friday does show that there's really just no easing in sight at this point.
Right, and it does feel like there have been plenty of tit for tats, plenty of rumour mongering and putting things out there, but the next step, you know, will be something a little bit bigger, Bill. It can't continue like this, right?
Right. I mean, if you go back literally less than a week ago, we were talking about the potential for some sort of a diplomatic breakthrough. There were many interviews that the foreign minister of Iran, Javad Zarif, had where he seemed to be offering some sort of a fig leaf of negotiations. The U.S. was reiterating its position that it's willing to meet without preconditions. So you started to sense that behind the scenes maybe something was happening, and that all kind of fell apart when you got into Thursday and Friday last week. And now you have the president this morning, the U.S. president on Twitter again denying both the reports that there were any spies in Iran, but also reiterating his view that, you know, he thinks Iran is a really bad actor in the region. So I think when you look at where we've gone, you know, just over the last week, it's been quite a whipsaw.